Don't fall.
Kid that's old enough to understand and also understand stranger danger.
Welcome and welcome back to Mac and Blair Family Adventures. And we're on our 20-day vacation tour across the United States, and this is day 4. So if you're just jumping in, go back and check out those previous days and you'll see how we got here. We normally live in the UK. We're back in the US for a long visit, our longest visit in many years. We're excited about it. Getting started here is another blazing hot day. It's over 90 degrees, which would be over 35 degrees Celsius. It's about 96 degrees here Fahrenheit. All right, going to start out in Jersey Mike's getting a quick sandwich, because we got a lot planned today. We need to energize it with some food. Got the grill going, Waffle House style. So I said Jersey Mike's, like we come here all the time. This is actually my first time ever eating here. It's just nice, so the food looks good. But I didn't know that they actually, like, it's really deli style. They actually have slicing the meat right here in front of us, which is great, because it gives that impression that the food is gonna be a lot fresher. That was entertaining. The presentation, the fact that the guys are cutting up everything and they're doing a little flair, a little shake and bake with it. That kind of adds a little bit to it. It helps with it when you get it helps when you get to the price, because that was right at $30 for 2 sandwiches and 2 bags of chips. The inflation here in the US is insane. I don't know how people have been surviving. Everything just costs way too much money.
You should have thrown it at Trey.
So our drive exists of a constant background, just a cacophony of sounds and noise. It's never quiet. It actually is quiet. It's like this, and then when they all go to sleep, it's completely silent. But when they're awake, it's just kind of this background hum of.
Malika, have you eaten your food yet?
All it is.
Don't
talk with your mouth full.
It's funny.
2 times.
So it's really hot out here today, but this is the only day that we have that we'll be able to go over to this island. You can see the island behind me, this Roosevelt Island, and it has a significance for Blair and I, because that's where I proposed to Blair at. And I wanted to bring the kids out and take them over there and kind of go through maybe even a little bit of a reenactment of how it was, 12, 13 years ago at this point. But I thought it'd be great to bring the kids out here. It's a bit of culture and history for us as a family specifically. It's also a nice walk. It's shaded for the most part, so we won't be in the sun, and it's a nice little marsh back there. You guys will see it, but let's go do a nice little walk around Roosevelt Island. Blair and I have been big time walkers. It's something we enjoy doing. It's a way that we've always maintained a certain amount of health, is by walking, and this used to be one of our favorite places to walk. It just has such a naturalistic environment here, and it's right beside it's right beside the Pentagon, and it's right beside Reagan International Airport. The flights coming in over the airport go right over this island. It's just a really great place, but the kids have never been here, so we wanted them to have the opportunity to experience this a little bit. They're not excited about it. They were all asleep in the car, but this is where you get to be a parent. You drag them out and you have them doing things that they would not normally do, but it's for their good. In the long run, I think they'll appreciate it. When we're talking about places that the locals hang out and not tourists, this is absolutely a locals location. Tourists don't know anything about Roosevelt Island. They're never here. But again, we're right under the flight path. So the whole time we're here, they're going to have airplanes going overhead. So y'all, me and your mother used to walk out here all the time. We get off work, we go get the dogs, and we come out here and we would walk. Sometimes we did 2 and 3 laps around this whole island. Don't fall. Peppers, why would there be peppers out here? All right, let's take a look. Peppers, you say? Let's see. No, that's the bloom pod of like a plant that's similar to a daylily. That's a seed pod. I think that's an Irish seed pod, but it's not peppers.
Why would it grow to look like a food?
Plants make seed pods so that animals will eat them to help distribute their seeds. That's why they make it look like food. That's why it is food, to distribute the seeds. So that's an oak tree, and you can tell how old the tree is by the size. Look at how wide that tree is. That tree is going to be at least 100 to 150 years old. 120, no less than 75. So a very old tree. That means no one's cut anything here in a very long time. But you can tell by the size of the trunk how old the tree is. It's your first indication of how old the tree. Remember, every year the tree puts on a ring. The rings are very narrow. So think about how long a tree had to be in place to get that big. So think about that when you're looking at these trees. This water is coming off of the Potomac River. And the Potomac River at this stage is still controlled by the tides from the Chesapeake. So the water flows slightly differently because of tidal aspects of against the water, pushing back against the water, okay? That's why it's flowing not out, but actually flowing in. It's based on the tide movement. This is where I proposed to your mother. None of you would exist if not for this spot. I wanted to share that experience with the kids, and I think I did. They don't properly appreciate it right now. And also the heat is oppressive. It is hot, so it is well over 90 degrees again, so it's well over 30 Celsius. But it's the humidity down here with all this water is just steaming out here. I'm such a biology head because it never even occurred to me that I proposed to Blair in a swamp. I'm thinking marshland, right? But a sign back that says swamp. So it's kind of it's water here year round. So it's more swampy, but it's pretty, right? It's naturalistic. And then this was a favorite place for us to walk.
So it's great to bring the kids back, and I think we haven't done this walk since Blakely and Trey were the babies, so it's really cool to bring everyone back and let them get a chance to see. And it's also great to see how this area has really like grown up. I'm not sure to be funny or anything, but the area does change since it is a natural spot within the city. I did used to love taking walks here with the dogs and Mac, and so it's great to be here again. I was just talking to Mac about how hot it was here, and I'm like, wow, we normally would not be here because it's really, really hot. When DC's going through like heat waves like this, we're usually bunkered down in the house somewhere eating ice cream and drinking smoothies. So this is a different experience, definitely. I love it because I think the kids will really remember it because of the extremes of it. So I'm having fun. It's a lot of fun today.
Trey, I have a mission for you. Pull that limb down. Oh no, you're not gonna be able to get it. Wow, it's not a limb, it's a vine. It's not, you're not gonna be able to get it. It's way up in the tree. It's too up in the tree. Try one more time though. I'm sweating. The kids aren't sweating as bad as I am. They're like, why do you sweat so much, Daddy? I'm like, I'm old. Old people sweat. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I mean, I don't feel bad out of shape, and I don't feel out of breath, but this heat is taking a toll on me. There's a really cool monument on this island. You don't know because you're just walking along and you're in the woods and you would never know that there's a beautiful monument. I want to show the kids this monument because the first time we walked up on it, we were like, whoa, look what's tucked out here in the woods. We didn't get married on the island. I said I proposed on the island.
Why didn't you remember it? It's by putting your name on the tree.
We're not defacing trees. Sometimes as an adult, you'll make decisions and they're not the best decisions. But once you're in it, you just got to go with it. That's what we're doing right now. We're just going to go with it. And this is what I was talking about. Tucked away, hidden on this island like some mythical location is a beautiful monument. May have a real serious situation here. It looks as though someone may have left a child in the car, it is right at 100 degrees, so well over 30 degrees Celsius. And if there's a child in that car, it is way too hot. The windows are cracked, but it doesn't appear that the vehicle is on. Luckily, the firefighters appear to be trying to roll the windows down instead of just knocking the windows out. Wow, that was pretty quick. They did get the door open, but a parent or someone is going to be in quite a bit of trouble when they return to this vehicle and the firefighters are there. Well, the U.S. has, I don't know how many children die every year in hot car incidents. They've even tried to pass laws about putting extra safety features in cars, so you have to really be careful of that. But they will charge you if you leave kids in a car and your child dies in a car. It is a serious offense. And it is right at 100 degrees outside. You guys saw how I was sweating earlier today when we were walking. And you know, those cars they're just ovens at this current temperature. It's really disappointing on that parent. They're going to be in a lot of trouble. So I'm going to give you guys my rant for the day. I'm not going to do a rant every day, but you're going to get a rant today. And my rant is related to inflation. As you know, I'm a huge fan, a big kid. I love these the blind boxes, you know, you get the little toys, you don't know what's in the box. So this is a blind box, and this is actually what I want to talk about. These things are getting outrageously priced. You know, when he started out, they were about $12, $13 or, you know, about 10, 15 pounds. They weren't that bad. Now, because they're getting popular, the prices is just going through the roof. This one costs $35. $35 for one little blind box plushie. You know, people are starting to extort the system. They're taking too much out of it. They're really killing off the whole thing. That was a lot of fun for adults to spend some money. Now everyone is just gouging and trying to get the best and take the most from you. I'm not excited about it anymore. And I'm going to stop buying these pretty soon because this is just too much money to spend for a blind box for just a plushie. And if I would have known that this was $35, I wouldn't have bought it. I didn't realize it was going to be that much until, you know, I was already checking out. And then I looked at the tag and it was really expensive. It's a shame. It is absolutely a shame that they're charging this much money for a blind box. A big guy, I feel like I haven't had a chance to talk to you enough today. You're sweaty. It's hot out here. How you doing? You doing good? You doing good? No, you're running away, Blair. He's running away. He's running away.
Where is he going?
I don't know. I can't grab him. Just grab him. Okay, big Kens. How you doing today? You good? You have a hippo? Show the hippo to the camera. Show the camera your hippo. So we have spent the entire later part of the afternoon looking for seafood in our favorite seafood restaurant. The two places that we like the most, both of them, like neither one of them exist anymore. They were casualties of COVID after 2020-21, like they didn't come back. So unfortunately, we had to find another place to go to try to get some seafood. We're now at the National Harbor, which is the area we used to go to on quite often. So we're trying to see if this still opens to Sunday afternoon, right? Sunday evening, it's about 7:30. So most places by now are going to be closed and not going to be open. But we're going to walk around and see what we can find. There's a couple of restaurants down here. Blair is on the hunt for seafood and I think lobster roll. But I don't know if those places will still be open. But we're going to go check it out. National Harbor is such a vibe now. Several years ago when they first built this place, because it's not very old, I mean, it'd be dead out here, like no one would be out here. But now, families out here, people hanging out. They really kind of created a nice atmosphere. It's a really great place to kind of spend time. It's another location I call kind of a locals place, but there's a lot of restaurants here and there are a lot of hotels. So there are conventions here. There's a convention center here. So it's, not just locals, but as far as knowing to come down here and hang out on a good Sunday afternoon, that's a local activity, local behavior. So this is the vibe that I was looking for when I'm thinking about, okay, let me be on vacation, let me take some time off from work, get away from work, de-stress, just go out, be out there with the family and spend a bit of time outdoors in nature, kind of blending that urban and rural. I like the fact that I feel like this is rural on the right and then urban on the left, and I don't mind blending that together at all.
If this river could talk, I wonder what it would tell us. I imagine the Potomac has seen everything, from Native American tribes to George Washington crossing it, Civil War movements, protests, paddle boats, and family picnics. If it could speak, what moment in history do you think it would talk about first?
Always okay.
There's a topic I want to discuss briefly, and as you know, we have twins, boy-girl twins. They were born only 5 minutes apart. But I think that it's really important as parents to consider the fact that even if they were identical twins, they are two individual and very different and separate people. You may notice in these videos, as you're hearing the family have all this, discussions and conversations back and forward, that Malachi isn't saying very much. Can he talk? Yes. Does he talk a lot? Not at all. Can Kenzie talk? Yes. Does she talk a lot? She never shuts up. She is the most babbling child we've ever had. But if you try to compare those two and say, oh, well, one is not talking enough, or rather the other is talking too much, that's not how you do it. You individually accept each child for who they are. She is a babbler. She speaks and talks constantly. And he's more reserved. And I just love the fact that their personalities actually are different, that he doesn't have the same personality that she does. Because honestly, I don't think we could handle it if we had two of them that was babbling as much as Kenzie babbles. It would be hard to handle. And so I like the fact that his personality is a little different. When he has words that he wants to say, he says them. But if you're listening to these videos and you don't hear us talking to Kai, we do talk to Kai, and he does talk to us. He was just talking about planes just a moment ago. But his words are more reserved. He's a man of few words, great action. He speaks when he feels a need to speak. And the rest of the time, you're not worthy of his words. And when you're worthy, he'll give them to you. And it's just something that I think as a father, as parents, Blair sitting here beside me, we make sure not to try to pigeonhole our children into having them think that they need to be like the other. They're all individual, they're all separate, they all have their strengths, they all have their weaknesses. Our goal as parents is try to, help them expand and build off the weaknesses and expand and grow their strengths. But they're all different, and we try not to make them be one like the other.
I'm still in the hunt for a lobster roll. I think I found it, so I'm really excited about that. I love that the hours are later now, that we don't have to rush anymore. I'm just excited to get a lobster roll. I think I might get some soup to go with it as well.
It's served chilled with mayo and lemon butter. Connecticut is warm.
The twins are kind of breaking down a little bit, so I'm going to pick up a little bit of candy for them. That should help keep them calm. At least it's a good excuse. So this is wrapping up our 4th day, and I'm enjoying this so much. We've had a wonderful time out here. Today was hot. I mean, it was really hot. Yesterday was hot. I feel like today was hotter. I don't think it was hotter, but we spent more time outdoors, and that was really a challenging experience. I haven't sweated that much in years. Of course, I haven't been back in the U.S. in the summer in years as well, and I'm kind of having to get used to this temperature all over again. But I'm enjoying it, guys. It's a lot of work to get these videos out, and I'm going to push this one out again tomorrow. If you made it to this point in the video, say in the comments, Matt, keep going, and I really take that as encouragement to keep me motivated. And I will see you tomorrow.